I'm making this video because people seem to think that it's either the red pill or the black pill, and that's not the case. The red pill and the black pill probably have equal value. And these people like Clavicular, who think that looks are just the end all be all, that's all that matters, they're wrong. And the story I'm going to tell you is going to show you why they're wrong. So the black pill is real, and the main point of the black pill is to just inform men who aren't informed how women actually think. And the red pill is real. However, the red pill deals with a lot more of their emotions and how they think emotionally. So this story is going to show you how it's not one or the other. They both come into play. So I just got back from the gym. And I am on semen retention right now, but I'm only like a week in, and I'm not sure if that's why or if this chick was just bored of her boyfriend. But I was working next to this couple, and the dude was jacked. He was a little taller than me. He had no acne, and I'm not gonna lie, he just had better genetics. And they were like a gym couple you would see on Instagram. I'm talking about the chick was bad as hell. And like all this chick cared about was seeing if I looked at her. Like this dude was trying to distract his chick. He even asked her at one point, "You want to go somewhere else?" And she said nah. Like all she cared about was seeing if I gave her one little look. And at one point I even looked at the dude and just shook my head because I know exactly what she was doing. And that's the point of this video. That's why the black pill is not real. Because if she hadn't already had that dude's validation, if she didn't go there with him and he wasn't being a simp to her, she would not have cared about me looking at her. The only reason she cared is because that dude already gave her his validation. And now she's bored of it. She wants the next dude's. And that's why I wouldn't look at her. And that's why, well, I wouldn't look at her because I'm on semen retention too, but she was literally doing push-ups like right in front of me in booty shorts, and it was hard to look, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I'm on semen retention, and I wasn't trying to beef with that guy over some thought because I knew exactly what she was doing. And like I said, I'm not sure if semen retention had anything to do with this, but this story is why Clavicular is so wrong about the black pill. If his girl's gonna do the same thing to him once he gives them his validation, and once they know he cares so much about his height and looks and all this stupid shit, they're gonna go out into public and his chick's gonna be a thought just like that girl, and she's gonna be looking for other dudes' validation. So that's why these black pillars are just wrong. The red pill holds equal value. It's all about validation with these girls, especially the younger ones. The younger they are, the more they crave just validation. That's why they're running around hooking up with a bunch of random guys. And it's ridiculous. Because like I said, I have no job right now. I'm broke. I have acne. And that dude was taller than me and more jacked than me. But she like didn't even care what he was saying to her. All she cared about was seeing if other people were looking at her. And it's absolutely ridiculous that it's got into this point that it's so accepted. Like, I wanted to tell that dude something like, yo, your girl's being a thought, but I didn't want to start any problems, you know? You don't know if that's gonna piss him off or something. But I mean, I should not care if it pisses them off. I should be very competitive, and I need to force myself to be more competitive. You see, if that was my girl, that guy would have came up and took her. And that's why I'm trying to reverse the psychology my family put on me growing up, because it's ridiculous. I have to literally force myself to be competitive, you know? And that's why I want to take tests too, but I'm gonna max out my genetic potential before I hop on anything. But yeah, the same thing is gonna happen to Clavicular, man. Clavicular. he's gonna spend all of his money getting surgery to look better, all this stupid shit, and then he's gonna get a hot girlfriend who's a spoiled brat, and once she knows she's got him, she's gonna give her attention to some bum with no money. So if you want that to be you, then you can be a black pillar. But I'm just telling you this story to open your eyes, because I used to be big into the black pill too, and then that just happened, and I was like, dang, it looks really matter, but not. You're not gonna keep a girl around, like, not in 2026, 2025. It's not happening. And the reason it's not gonna happen is because they're not shamed for this behavior. You know, they're not shamed for being a thought. Your grandma wouldn't have done that because they were told loyalty and all this stuff was good, you know, but now they're patted on the back for being little thoughts. I'll just say it as it is. I don't really care. And it's just completely ridiculous, because this happens all the time, and I don't even want to get a girlfriend now, because I know they're just gonna play games, and it's just bullshit. But yeah, I know this chick was looking for my attention because she had like a sweatshirt on, and she, like I said, they're like 10 feet in front of me, and she like took off her sweatshirt, and she was in like a freaking bra and booty shorts, and she was like bending over. Like I said, the dude tried to distract her doing push-ups, and then she was like, let me try. And her ass was like 10 feet in front of my face, and it was hard to look. It's like, I know what these chicks are doing. It happens all the time, and I need to start playing the game, because I'm just missing out on opportunities here. Like, actually, I wish I had a super competitive dad, I don't know, I was just raised in a soft household, and it made me soft, I guess. That's why. I also had no one to teach me game, and that's why I'm making this channel, so that people in my situation can learn from my mistakes. That, and because she just kept looking at me. It's like, I wasn't looking at her because I didn't want to mess with her. If you're not interested in someone or craving validation, that's why semen retention it shows you who's doing what, because you're not craving any validation. You're just trying to build yourself and make progress. So you notice everyone trying to crave validation, trying to get your attention. And yeah. So if you want to say in the comments that I'm tripping, you can say that. You're just going to boost my video. I hope you do, actually. Yeah, so basically, do not listen to Clavicular or anyone telling you looks is the only thing that matters, because it matters to get them, but once you got them, game's over. That's why all these rappers have to spend all this money to get these hot young girls, and then they get cheated on. They have to make a love song about them, because once they got them, that's it. All they wanted was their validation, and it's just completely ridiculous. It's fake as hell. And I just wanted to let you boys know, so you don't end up heartbroken listening to Juice WRLD being all sad. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a thumbs up, comment if you had any similar stories yourself, because like I said, this happens all the time, man. And that's why I would not bring a chick to somewhere like the gym, because I know she's just gonna be a thought and look for other dudes' attention, whichever is the next best option. It's completely ridiculous. But I know I've said that a lot, but it's actually like crazy that they're not shamed for it, and they're doing it so openly. Like, that is cheating, pretty much, looking for another dude's validation. However, I'm gonna end it here because the video is long enough, and the story I needed to tell was told. Yeah, this is a little bonus tip, but I kept messing up with this too. If you're chilling with a girl and you're trying to smash, do not mention sex or anything, because like I said, all they want is your validation. So if they know you want to screw them, they probably won't do it, because that's all they wanted was your validation. If they don't know and you don't talk about it and you don't tell them you're enjoying it or that they like it or anything, this is like top tier game right here. And A lot of dudes don't know this, but this is how it works. If you don't give them your validation at all, or say you enjoy them at all, they're gonna keep craving your validation and doing crazier and crazier shit to try and just get that validation because it's all they care about.